Jai Guruji, everyone. I dance here all the time, so you might have seen me dance. My name is Neerja, and things just happen so funny, right? I got connected with Guruji early on, I think around 2015, 2016. I've always grown up with very religious parents. You know, we celebrate everything. So religion wasn't anything new for me, right? Praying wasn't new, believing wasn't new. And one day, I think we met someone who took us to a sangat and told us about Guruji. And for me, it was another day. It was just, okay, this is puja. And my mom fell in love. And mommy said, mujhe ghar pe sangat karni hai. And, you know, we said, okay, theek hai, we'll do it. And it was at home, so I went. It wasn't anything different. And for the next couple of years, you know, sangat karte rahe, and I went, and I never felt a very close connection, but I knew this was something special. I think my specific connection started maybe around when I graduated college, around 2019, 2020. That's when I started feeling ki Guruji mein kuch hai, you know, I'm protected. And ever since we got connected, you know, Papa always said that, go tell Seema Aunty that you want to share your sangat. And he kept telling me that. And I always said, nay, I'm not ready. Mujhe nahi pata, I can't do this. You know, I have to prepare. Main nahi kar sakti. And I always said, ek din karungi, I'll do it. And today, it was a last-minute decision to come here. I was supposed to have dance practice around 12 p.m. So when my friend told me that, I said, then I can't go to Sangat today. She texted me 2 days ago. She said, can we do 4 p.m. instead? So maine kaha, okay, that's great. I can go to Sangat. That's fine. Beautiful. And so last-minute decision, I come here. And as soon as I walk in, you know, I do matha tek, I walk out. Seema Aunty takes me aside, and she said, you know, I was wondering who should share today, and you walked in. So you have 1 hour, say whatever you think, whatever you need to, and go talk. I didn't even think that I would do this today, right? And you know, this is Guruji's way of telling me that here, you're ready. So I wanted to share 2 or 3 very specific sangats with you, kind of very meaningful, very close to my heart, and it's always very emotional to share this because I think it's such a divine power, right? To have somebody watching over you like this, and for you to know that you'll be okay. So one of my closest sangats is that I had a pet bird. His name was Peanut, and so in January 2020, he passed away very suddenly, you know, just in his sleep. We never saw him ever again, and I wasn't ready. So it was a very hard time for me, and just around that time, there's this one American singer. I'm very into Indian music. I dance to Indian music. You know, I've learned Bharatanatyam. Indian music has kind of just always been what's kept me grounded. But I saw these videos of this one American singer. He's very popular, and his name is Harry Styles, if anyone knows him. But so you know, he was very popular, and I was always like, okay, like, you know, he's a good performer. This is great. Then I started listening to his music, and I think Harry Styles' music is the only thing that helped me grieve Peanut's death. And around the time, it was like around, I think, spring or summer, I would listen to Shabats every day. I would listen to Harry Styles' music every day. And, you know, mujhe laga ki Peanut's sending someone for me. Like, we need to get another pet. Peanut koi bhej raha hai, his brother, you know, someone, there's something there. And I used to cry to my parents and beg them, like, please, let's get another pet. I need another pet. Eventually, you know, they got us another pet. We have Lucky now. That's my bird. And I sing Harry Styles a song with him. He sings with me. He dances to those songs with me. And it's, you know, I didn't realize the connection between them until this year. So with Harry Styles' music, me and Lucky had that connection. I realized this year that Harry Styles and Lucky have the same birthday. Who, right? Like, what a coincidence. And that was just Guruji telling me that, here, like, I have sent this for you, and you'll be okay. And so, even with other Harry Styles' things, I think that Guruji communicates with me through Harry Styles' music, right? He is a very popular singer. His music plays all the time. But anytime I have a big decision to make and, I'm unsure, or, Guruji wants me to know that, aise, you choose this or aise kar, he sends me Harry's music. So I was looking for apartments, and we looked at a bunch of apartments. The one that I decided on choosing, I heard Harry's music. The one apartment, I heard Harry's music. I was, buying cars, and I was looking at a bunch of different cars. I didn't know what I wanted. I don't know anything about cars. The one car that I chose, the one car that I bought, now, I heard Harry Styles' music. Every time something's meant for me, I hear this song, and I know that, it's meant for me. Even today, I decided that, I needed to fill up gas because I was driving an hour and a half here. And when I was filling up gas, I heard Harry Styles' music. And why, right? And I said, there's nothing special going on today. I'm not really looking forward to anything. Kyun suna maine, right? Aaj kya hone wala hai? I walk in, and Aunty says, share, talk. And so this is Guruji's way of communicating with me, and I don't know what it is about his music. It's his voice, or it's his words, and why Guruji chose that specific artist that's not even Indian, right, for me to relate to. But I always just see that this is how Guruji communicates with me. Anytime I have something that I need to do, Guruji plays Harry Styles' music. The next thing I wanted to share was that I used to work at a different job before, and last year they wanted us to move in person, so I had to move to Pittsburgh. I didn't want to move to Pittsburgh, right? I didn't know anyone there. My team wasn't even there, but they said, "Nahi tumhe aana hai, you have to work here." And so I was unsure of doing it, right? I was like, do I quit my job and stay here and look for a new job? How long am I going to be unemployed before I find a new job? Or should I just move there? And I actually started this 1 year ago this month. So in April, they asked me to move, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll move, I'll do it. Maybe Guruji wants something from me there. So I said, okay, I'll start looking for a lease and whatever, an apartment, everything in May. So I started applying to new jobs, and nothing really happened. So I was like, okay, I'll move. I went. So I took a lease from May to July, so May, June, July, 3-month sublet in Pittsburgh, and I moved. And I was very scared of leaving, right, unhappy, and I didn't know if I wanted to go there. Those 3 months were some of the best months of my life. I met such close friends. I met such great contacts for my career. So much happened there, and I didn't know I wanted to do this, but Guruji said, this is what's best for you, I'm sending you away, right? And I still continued applying to jobs. My goal was, and I prayed to Guruji about this, I said, my lease ends July 31st. Please help me find a new job, a new apartment in the place I need to move, right? Because I didn't want to live far away. I wanted to live closer to Jersey. So help me find a new apartment, maybe a roommate, whatever I needed to do by July 31st. This is 3 months, right? Everything had to be done. Guruji made it happen. How? I don't even know. I started applying to jobs in May. 3rd week of May, I was applying to my current job, and I played Shabbats the entire time, all day, as I was applying. I was just playing Shabbats, and I said, Guruji, give me one of these jobs if you think this is best for me. But if not, I'll keep applying. I'll keep doing what I need to do. I'll stay here as long as you want me to. So I left it in his hands, and I said, do whatever you need to. So I got a call back. I had 4 rounds of interviews for this job. I got the job 2nd week of June. Wow, right? I didn't even know I was going to get this job. 2nd week of June, I got this job. Incredible offer, incredible company, and I didn't even know I could achieve this much so early, right? And this is just all Guruji showing me that I believe in you, right? This is what I want to give you. This is what you need to do in life. And so my next step after getting the job offer was, okay, I need to find an apartment. I looked for apartments. You know, Guruji played Harry Styles in this one. And I wanted to live in this apartment, but I couldn't afford the rent for a one-bedroom. So I was like, okay, if I can't afford the rent for a one-bedroom, I need to look for a roommate, or I need to, you know, find a one-bedroom somewhere else. But I really wanted this one apartment. And so I was looking around, and I was posting on Facebook groups and saying, hey, I need a roomie, whatever, no luck. Then I posted again, I decided to post again, and I said, this is the kind of apartments I'm looking for, if you're interested, reach out. I met my roommate that day on Wednesday. We talked for 3 hours. We decided we were going to be roommates. And that Saturday, she said, I live closer to the area. Let me go check out a couple apartments. But just to let you know, the one that you want is out of my price range. So I'm not sure I can do that. And I said, you know what? Guruji gave me you. I want to live with you. I'll live wherever you want to live, right? I left it up to her. I left it up to Guruji. Do whatever you need to. She went, all Saturday, she went to all the different apartments we looked for, and she saw this last one, the one that we wanted last, right? And she wasn't too sure about it, but I said when I visited it, I just had a really good feeling. That night, Saturday night, she said, you know what? I'm going to make it work. I want to live in that one too. There's one unit left. We need to apply tonight. And I said, oh my God, I'm too busy tonight. Like, let's apply tomorrow. We woke up at 8 o'clock. We applied. By Tuesday, we got the one last unit that was left. How did this happen, right? So Guruji, he did it so fast. He got me the job. He got me the roommate. He got me the place that I wanted. And by July 31st, I was moving out of my Pittsburgh apartment. And August 1st, I was moving into my current apartment now. So it's just things that you don't even know are good for you, right? You just ask. You just hope for the best. And I actually heard this twice today. So this morning, I was just reading about Guruji. Something told me just read today, right? So I was reading about Guruji. And one of the main things, this week was a tough week for me. So, I kept asking him, and I kept saying, Guruji, give me this. Guruji, do this for me. Guruji, I want this, right? Asking. And I didn't realize I was doing it, but I was in pain. So I asked, right? This morning, I read, don't ask for anything because you don't know what's good for you. If you keep asking, I have to give it to you. And, don't ask, just believe in me, surrender, and I'll give you what you need. And even today, Aunty said the same thing, right? Like, don't ask for anything. He knows what's best for you. You surrender, and he'll give it to you. With this job, I had no idea this is what I wanted, right? This area that I'm living in, I had no idea that's what I wanted. Pittsburgh, I had no idea that's what I wanted. The car, no idea, right? Just all these different things that I didn't think were possible for me happened for me. And I think this is Guruji's way today of saying, stop asking me. Stop worrying about everything. When I sat down, actually, one of the Shabbats ended, and a new Shabbat started, and it said, Chinta mat kar, right? And I was sitting there, and I was crying, because I'm like, you know everything, Guruji. You always know what's going on with us, right? You always give us the most perfect Shabbat to listen to. And all week, I was just so, anxious, and I was asking, and I was in pain, and Guruji said, Chinta mat kar. And, and Seema Aunty said, talk today. And I think this is Guruji's way of kind of relieving that stress and saying, why are you worried? I'm here. I've always been here for you. Why are you putting yourself through this pain when you don't have to? And, I'm always so thankful for my parents and for the relationships they've had to bring us to this point. And, for me to be under Guruji's Sharan and, just to have this community here, because I think it's just such a divine power that's there. And, this is just me saying Shukrana Guruji to everything that's happened so far. Jai Guruji.